Hey, Mr. Dwayne, it's me, Michael, again. I wanted to show you this video. This van with the hood open is a 2001 Ford Windstar minivan, SE Sport. Now, we didn't know if the fuel pump was bad or not because, well, I accidentally broke the gas line and we just got it fixed, but it won't crank. Well, it'll crank, but it won't start, I mean. And we've tried, like, taking fuses out, testing relay circuits, and all this stuff. And we could never get to crank to see if it was a ignition problem, if it was a compression problem, or if it just wasn't simply getting gas and air, or if it was an air problem, what it was. So I came up with this idea on putting an external fuel pump that I bought off the internet on and try and crank it. It doesn't need to run, just crank long enough that I can actually know it'll start, you know. Well, I accidentally bought a 6-volt fuel pump, and you can't really use that on a 12-volt engine. So what I did is I got this fuel pump that's 6 volts, and I hooked 2 gas lines to it. One gas line goes right here under the hood that hooks to the Schrader valve, and one of them comes up here that hooks to the gas tank. That hooks to an external gas tank, one you can buy from Walmart. And as you see, it's tipped down, so it uses a gravity effect. Now, here's the thing: you might be wondering, how would I get a 6-volt fuel pump to start a 12-volt minivan? It'll blow it up if you put 12 volts with 6. Now, I got a 6-volt, 6-amp charger from Walmart, and I hooked the charger up to these lines right here, the positive and the negative. And the 6-volt, 6-amp charger powered the pump. The gravity effect pulled the gas down out of here and into this fuel pump, and then put it down into the Schrader valve on the side of the engine. And it doesn't stay running for very long, but if you crank the engine, it'll start and it'll run for, like, let's say 3 or 4 seconds. But that tells me that you're getting air and fuel. It's telling me the spark plugs and ignition system are working. And it also tells me that there is no compression loss in the engine, so as far as I know, without actually seeing the rings on the pistons, it should be holding pressure. So there's only one conclusion to this. It's not a bad relay. It's not a bad fuse. You're looking towards a bad fuel pump. So I thought that'd be a good little video to watch, and you can tell me what you think about what I did so far, because I like hearing your input, and I'm going to mechanic school hopefully this year coming up, and I just like to know what you think of this idea. It's homemade, so I guess not the best idea, but whatever helps get the job done. Bye, Mr. Dwayne.